The arbor stood at the end of the garden, just as it had for half a century. Amber leaves adorn the trellis, like stained glass touched by fall. The wooden bench beneath the vines still welcomed one and all. Afternoons grow shorter gently as sunlight softened into gold, and every breeze carried reminders of stories growing old. Some places become sacred simply because we return to them. Amber arbor in the autumn glow, teaching grateful hearts to know every season, every year brought us here. Amber arbor soft and bright, holding fragments of the light, like a melody too warm to fade in the shade. We carved our initials on the railing back when our hair was dark, certain that forever waited just beyond the park. Now the letters have grown weathered, like the hands that placed them there, yet both still speak of devotion to anyone who cares. Love doesn't resist time, it learns how to age gracefully. Amber arbor through the years, past the laughter and the tears, every promise, every vow still matters now. Calm and true, offering another view, like a photograph softened by the sun, yet never undone. The world celebrates beginnings, but there is quiet beauty in staying long enough to witness the harvest. Near day's end, still my oldest, dearest friend. Every leaf that drifts away blesses yesterday. Amber arbor old and kind, still living in my mind, and every autumn afternoon returns me to that bench. Sit a while, the leaves are falling, Rain had been falling since breakfast, and the house seemed happy about it. Rosemary grew beside the window, where the raindrops traced the glass. The garden blurred into watercolor as another shower passed. An old clock ticked above the mantel, keeping company with the rain, while teacups warmed the kitchen table again and again. Rain has a way of slowing the world to its proper pace. Rosemary rain clock through the afternoon, humming a familiar tune. Every raindrop, every chime marks a softer time. Rosemary rain clock, calm and true, offering a gentler view, like a melody too tender to explain, dancing with the rain. I found a recipe from Mother, folded neatly in a drawer, with handwritten notes along the margins I'd somehow missed before. Her little corrections made me smile, a pinch more sugar here, and suddenly she filled the kitchen, though she wasn't really there. Love leaves instructions behind in the most unexpected places. Rosemary rain clock through the years, past the laughter and the tears. Every season left a sign, still preserved by time. Rosemary rain clock, soft and slow, teaching grateful hearts to know, like a photograph protected from the sun, yet never undone. We think memory lives in photographs, but sometimes it lives in recipes, rainstorms, and familiar rooms. Rosemary rain clock near evening's glow, still the sweetest thing I know. Every heartbeat, every rhyme moves in borrowed time. Rosemary rain clock, old and bright, still illuminating night. And every rainy afternoon feels a little like home. Put the kettle on, listen to the rain. Every Sunday afternoon, the orchestra gathered beneath the old oak trees. Oak leaves drifted through the bandstand like notes falling from the sky. The brass section polished sunlight as the clouds went floating by. Family spread blankets on the hillside. Children chased the autumn breeze, while elderly couples swayed together beneath the amber leaves. Music has a way of introducing strangers to each other. Oak leaf orchestra in the afternoon, playing beneath the harvest moon. Every trumpet, every string makes the valley sing. Oak leaf orchestra, warm and bright, turning ordinary into light, like a melody too generous to end, shared among friends. The conductor taught mathematics for 40 years at the local school. The violinist owned a bakery and still played beautifully. A retired farmer kept the rhythm on a weathered snare drum stand, proving that a love for music needs no grander plan. Passion doesn't retire, it simply finds new stages. Oak leaf orchestra through the years, past the laughter and the tears. Every concert, every tune still arrives each June. Oak leaf orchestra, calm and true, offering another view, like a photograph preserved in gold, never growing old. The finest performances aren't always the most famous. Sometimes they're the ones played for neighbors on a Sunday afternoon.
The porch swing moved with the evening breeze, and the fireflies arrived right on time. Velvet shadows crossed the veranda where magnolia blossoms swayed. The day surrendered to the crickets as the sunlight slowly faded. Sweet tea rested on the railing beside a folded fan of lace, while the moon climbed through the treetops with unhurried grace. Certain evenings feel familiar, even the first time you live them. Velvet veranda in the summer glow, teaching patient hearts to know every caresses the night. Velvet verandas, soft and slow, where forgotten feelings grow, like a melody too tender to explain, returning once again. You arrived in a linen sundress, with jasmine woven in your hair, the kind of beauty that felt effortless, like it belonged to the air. We spoke of little things at first, old recipes and county fairs, yet somehow every simple sentence carried something rare. The finest romances rarely hurry themselves. Velvet veranda through the years, past the laughter and the tears, every promise, every smile made the wait worthwhile. Velvet veranda, calm and true, offering another view, like a photograph warmed by the sun, long after day is done. Love doesn't always arrive with dramatic declarations. Sometimes it arrives as a conversation you never want to end. Velvet veranda by moonlight, still making ordinary bright. Every memory left behind lives within the mind. Velvet veranda, old and sweet, where two wandering hearts could meet. And every summer night, I know, still carries your perfume. Stay a little longer, the night is young, and the fireflies are dancing.
The piano hadn't left the room in 60 years, neither had the memories. An umber upright by the staircase wore scratches proudly on its frame. Its ivory keys had yellowed gently, yet still answered when called by name. Grandmother played it every Sunday after supper had been cleared, while cousins gathered round the living room year after year. Some instruments don't simply make music, they become part of a family. Umber upright in the evening every chord feels richly restored. Umber upright, soft and true, offering another view, like a melody too faithful to depart, still living in the heart. There was the tune for summer weddings and the hymn for snowy days, the ragtime number Uncle Charlie loved, though he missed half the notes he played. One key stuck every winter season, another rang a little flat, yet no one ever wished to change it. We loved it just like that. Perfection is impressive, character is unforgettable. Umber upright through the years, past the laughter and the tears, every gathering, every song helped us belong. Calm and slow, teaching grateful hearts to grow, like a photograph too warm to fade, by memory preserved. The older I become, the more I cherish things that lasted, not because they were flawless, but because they were loved. Continues to bloom. Umber upright, old and kind, still returning to my mind. And every time I hear a piano play, I feel at home again. Turn the page, play it once more. Everybody sing.
The rain arrived just before sunset. Perfect weather for staying a while. Teacups rested by the window as amber leaves drifted outside. The little cafe on Maple Street welcomed everyone inside. A paperback lay open softly beside a knitted woolen scarf, while cinnamon and baked apples perfume the growing dark. Some places don't ask you to be anything except comfortable. Teacup twilight by the window pane, turning quiet into gain. Every raindrop, every glow moves the evening slow. Teacup twilight warm and near, bringing distant memories here, like a melody too soft to name, yet lovely all the same. An elderly couple shared one pastry and finished each other's thoughts. A college student graded papers while losing battles with her thoughts. The owner hummed old standards softly as he polished silver trays, knowing people sometimes need a refuge from their days. Comfort isn't always spoken, sometimes it's prepared and served. Teacup twilight through the years, past the laughter and the tears. Every season leaves behind a gentler state of mind. Teacup twilight calm and true, offering another view, like a photograph tucked inside a book, waiting for a second look. There is quiet courage in choosing to sit still for a little while. Teacup twilight after rain, making simple things remain. Every table, every chair holds a little care. Teacup twilight, old and bright, still illuminating night. And every autumn shower brings the feeling back again. One more cup, one more chapter, no hurry.
The ice house closed before I was born, but everybody still talked about it. Ivory frost adorned the windows of the old brick building downtown, where blocks of ice were once delivered before refrigerators came around. The painted sign had nearly vanished beneath the weather and the years, yet stories lingered in the timber, like laughter in the beams. Some places survive long after their purpose changes. Ivory eyes aglow. Every footprint, every name still feels the same. Ivory ice house, soft and slow, teaching grateful hearts to know. Like a melody too simple to outgrow from long ago. My grandfather worked there summers, loading wagons before dawn. He'd tell me how the horses waited as morning drifted on. He spoke of neighbors helping neighbors when blizzards filled the streets, and how a handshake meant a promise a person meant to keep. Progress changes tools, but kindness remains timeless. Ivory ice house through the years, past ambitions, hopes and fears. Every season, every storm found the town still warm. Ivory ice house, calm and true, offering another view, like a photograph beneath old snow, preserving long ago. The world grows faster every year, yet sometimes I wonder if we lost a little something when we stopped knowing everyone's name. Near twilight's glow, still the sweetest tale I know. Every snowfall drifting by brings it back nearby. Ivory ice house, old and bright, still illuminating night. And every winter wind I hear sounds like Grandpa's stories. Bundle up, the snow is coming. Tell that story again. The station clock said 9:15. You held your ticket, I held mine. 1,000 people passed us by beneath that old September sky. You tucked your hair behind your ear and whispered something I still hear. What if we stayed a little while? Then gave me that impossible smile. For once, let's not do what we're told. Let's trade our careful plans for gold. The world can wait another day if you'll just hear me say, let's miss the train tonight, leave tomorrow out of sight, dance beneath the neon glow, where young hearts still believe they know. Let's miss the train tonight and hold this borrowed time so tight. If love only comes once or twice, why not be reckless for one night? We wandered down Old Market Street, sharing roasted chestnut treats. The movie house let strangers in, but we just laughed outside again. You spun around beneath the lights like all the stars had come to life. I couldn't promise wealth or fame, but I could promise you'd be named the finest chapter of my days, the sweetest song my heart could play. Maybe grown-ups call it foolishness, choosing joy over readiness, but darling, youth is brave enough to trust a little love. Let's miss the train tonight, leave tomorrow out of sight, dance beneath the neon glow, where young hearts still believe they know. Let's miss the train tonight and hold this borrowed time so tight. If love only comes once or twice, why not be reckless for one night? Years from now, if life grows fast and photographs fade into the past, I know the memory I'll defend, not the trains we chose to catch, but the one we let go in the end. Because sometimes forever begins with choosing not to leave. Let's miss the train tonight, trade our worries for moonlight, let the jukebox softly play as we dance our fears away. Let's miss the train tonight and let our young hearts lead us right, for all the roads we never knew, the best one started next to you. The final whistle echoed low, we watched that silver train go, hand in hand beneath the station light. We never missed that night.
Mama ironed out my Sunday dress. I must have changed it more or less. about a dozen times that day before you came and rang our gate. You held a little box of sweets, looked down and shuffled both your feet. I almost laughed, you looked so scared, like every answer disappeared. Daddy asked you where you're from. You nearly dropped your cup of punch. Then somehow, with one funny line, you had the whole room smiling wide. My father liked your joke tonight, and Mama said you seem polite. My little sister whispered low, I think he's sweet before you know. My father liked your joke tonight, and suddenly the world felt right. The boy I loved was standing there, like he'd always belonged somewhere. You helped my mother clear the plates, talked baseball scores and county fairs. You listened close to Grandpa's tales and never once looked at your watch. I caught you glancing back at me, like we shared our own secret scene. The radio played soft nearby while stars appeared outside. No ballroom gowns, no chandeliers, just laughter ringing in my ears. Funny how love sometimes begins around a kitchen table. My father liked your joke tonight, and Mama said you seem polite. My little sister whispered low, I think he's sweet before you know. My father liked your joke tonight, and suddenly the world felt right. The boy I loved was standing there, like he'd always belonged somewhere. Years may change this little town, paint new colors all around, but some memories stay untouched because they mean a little too much. Not our grandest kiss or dance, but watching two worlds take a chance. My father liked your joke tonight. I still remember your relieved smile, and in that tiny living room, love quietly began to bloom. My father liked your joke tonight, and held the door when you said goodbye. You squeezed my hand beneath the light, and I knew we'd be alright. The porch light flickered soft and gold. You tipped your hat against the cold, and all the stars above seemed to agree. You had become part part of my family.
I counted all the change I had in an old brown coat my father had. Walked 3 blocks rehearsing lines, then forgot them when I saw your eyes. You stood beneath the drugstore sign, smiling like you had all the time, while my trembling hands betrayed every brave speech that I'd made. I had no grand piano player, no flowers stretching down the lane, just a racing heart inside my chest, and one small question doing its best. I had no diamond ring to show, no polished words I'd practice slow. But if love is measured by what's true, then all I had belonged to you. I had no mansion by the sea,
Just these hopeful hands and me.
just these hopeful hands and me.
Would you take this ordinary?
Would you take this ordinary life
And make it extraordinary?
You look down at your dancing shoes, the ones you wore to hear the blues, then laugh the way you always do before your happy tears came through. The city buses rolled nearby, the evening painted up the sky, and every stranger passing by became a witness to our lives. No violins were waiting there, no silver bells hung in the air, yet somehow heaven found the street the moment that you answered me. I had no diamond ring to show, no polished words I'd practice slow. But if love is measured by what's true, then all I had belonged to you. I had no mansion by the sea,
Just these hopeful hands and me.
just these hopeful hands and me.
Would you take this ordinary life
Would you take this ordinary life
and make it extraordinary?
Someday our hair may turn to snow, and little lines may start to show. But if I had to choose once more, I'd still be standing at that store, with empty pockets, shaking knees, and all the love you couldn't see. I had no diamond ring that night, but somehow everything felt right, because the richest man alive is one who's loved with all his heart.
I had no treasure left to bring,
Except a promise of the whole world danced with me. The neon flickered overhead, you rested softly on my chest, and in the hush of evening's glow, we started building our forever.
You always knew before I spoke, when I was laughing through a joke. You'd pull my chair, you'd hold my coat, and never made a show of it. You'd leave the last piece of the pie, pretend you hadn't even tried, and every little selfless move felt like another way to say I love you. No spotlight shining overhead, no storybooks we've ever read, but kindness has a way of staying long after grand gestures fade. That little thing you do when you look across the room, like I'm still the only girl who could brighten up your world. That little thing you do makes old dreams feel brand new. And if forever has a face, it wears your smile in simple ways. You'd wait outside in pouring rain just to walk me home again. You'd carry groceries up the stairs, then joke like you weren't even there. You remembered birthdays I forgot, tiny wishes I had lost. Some people write love in the stars, you wrote it in everyday parts. Maybe that's what true love means, not perfect scenes from silver screens, but choosing tenderness each day, even when the music fades. That little thing you do when you look across the room, like I'm still the only girl who could brighten up your world. That little thing you do makes old dreams feel brand new. And if forever has a face, it wears your smile in simple ways. Years may soften youthful grace, and silver lines may find their place, but I know exactly what I'll miss: your gentle heart in moments like this. Not the flowers, not the grand display, but how you loved me every day. That little thing you do loving you. The record slows, the ballroom dims, soft laughter echoes through the years, and through every changing season, it was always those little things.
The band was packing up their things, folding music stands and strings. The ballroom lights had lost their glow, but neither of us wanted to go. You traced circles on my hand, as if trying to make time understand. Outside the midnight buses rolled, while we held on a little too close. No one had to say goodbye, it was already in your eyes. The sweetest moments often know exactly when they're meant to slow. One last slow dance before you leave, one more memory up my sleeve. Let the record spin, let the moon hang low, let this old orchestra play soft and slow. One last slow dance, heart to heart, before tomorrow pulls us apart. If love remembers where we've been, then hold me like we're young again. Your perfume lingered in the air, like Sunday prayers and county fairs. You whispered, promise you'll write soon, while silver light filled up the room. I memorized the way you smiled, the way you laughed just like a child. Not because I feared the end, but because I'd miss my dearest friend. Some people leave without a trace, but you had grace that time can't erase. And even if these roads divide, you'll always walk here by my side. Slow dance before you leave, one more memory up my sleeve. Let the record spin, let the moon hang low, let this old orchestra play soft and slow. Heart before tomorrow pulls us apart. If love remembers where we've been, then hold me like we're young again. Years may gather on our names, seasons change and rearrange, but somewhere past the hands of time, I'll still hear your footsteps matching mine. And if another dance should start, you'll find me waiting in the dark. One last slow dance, don't let go, just a little longer before you go. The stars outside can wait their turn. Tonight there's still one song to learn. One last slow dance, cheek to cheek, for all the words we're too shy to speak. And if this isn't our final goodbye, then love will lead us back in time. The ballroom emptied, chairs stood still. Morning waited beyond the hill, but in the hush of fading light, you left your heartbeat with mine that night.
Tomorrow they'll arrange the flowers, straighten ribbons for the aisle. But tonight the world feels smaller, wrapped inside your quiet smile. The neighborhood has gone to sleep. The moon hangs low above the trees. I should be dreaming in my room. Instead, I'm walking back to you. You didn't say a single word. You simply opened up the door. Somehow that simple act of grace calmed every fear I couldn't name. You left the porch light on for me, like you always knew I'd need a little warmth to guide me home when nervous thoughts began to roam. You left the porch light on tonight, turning worry into light. And in that golden glow I knew forever looked a lot like you. You poured us each a cup of tea and laughed about our future dreams, the little house we'd someday paint, the dog we'd spoil and call by name. No orchestra, no grand display, just old floorboards beneath our feet. But somehow all I'd ever wished was sitting right in front of me. The bravest thing I've ever done was trusting love enough to run toward a life I couldn't see, because you'd be there next to me. You left the porch light on for me, like you always knew I'd need a little warmth to guide me home when nervous thoughts began to roam. You left the porch light on tonight, turning worry into light. And in that golden glow I knew forever looked a lot like you. Years from now, when storms arrive and harder seasons test our lives, I know exactly what I'll do. I'll search for that familiar shine, the one that always said, for you. You left the porch light on for me long before tomorrow's vows, before the music, before the rings. You taught me what devotion means. You left the porch light on tonight, and every shadow lost its fight. If heaven ever asked me why, I'd say you made me unafraid of life. The screen door whispered in the breeze, crickets sang beneath the trees, and somewhere between fear and dawn, you left the porch light on.
Then straight into the vocal. The corner diner closed at 10, but somehow we'd stay talking then. 2 empty cups, 1 slice of pie, watching headlights drift on by. You'd draw circles on the napkin white, I'd pretend to read the signs outside. Neither one of us could say we never wanted nights to fade. We weren't chasing movie scenes, just making memories in between. The ordinary somehow knew how to become extraordinary with you. If the diner stayed open all night, would we still be sitting side by side, trading dreams beneath neon blue, talking till the morning dew? If the diner stayed open all night, maybe time would think twice. But even if the years move on, those little moments still belong. The jukebox played our favorite tune, too soft to dance, too sweet to lose. You laughed when I forgot the words, then sang them back without concern. Outside, the city slept in peace, while our young worries found release. No one knew how much we'd grown in that little booth we'd made our own. Funny how the smallest place can hold the biggest kinds of grace. No grand goodbye, no curtain call, just love tucked quietly into it all. If the diner stayed open all night, would we still be sitting side by side, trading dreams beneath neon blue, talking till the morning dew? If the diner stayed open all night, maybe time would think twice. But even if the years move on, those little moments still belong. I'd never ask to change our role or carry less of what we know. I'd simply borrow 1 more hour to watch your sleepy smile unfold, because youth wasn't in the years, It lived in laughter without fear. If the diner stayed open all night, I'd order coffee one more time. I'd let the jukebox softly play and ask you how your heart's been lately. If the diner stayed open all night, I'd hold the world outside, for love isn't measured by forever, but by the nights we wish had lasted longer. The waitress stacked the final chairs. We buttoned up our coats downstairs. One last glance beneath that neon sign, and you've stood still for just a while.
I borrowed lipstick from the drawer, the shade I hadn't worn before. You waited by the hallway mirror, straightening that crooked tie. We almost turned the car around halfway through the edge of town. Maybe we should check once more, then laughed and locked the passenger door. Funny how two careful hearts can still forget where they should start. Then one familiar glance reminds why love survives the test of time. Candles after 8, just like our first real date. You pulled my chair and held my hand, like years had never changed our plans. Candles after 8, the band began to play, and suddenly beneath those lights, we were 22 again. The waiter knew us by our names, asked if we'd like the usual thing. You teased me when I spilled my wine, the same way back in '59. A saxophone drifted through the room, soft as summer afternoons, and every song the orchestra played felt like youth had stayed. No perfect skin, no borrowed youth, just a deeper kind of truth. Some loves don't fade away, they simply learn new ways to bloom. Candles after 8, just like our first real date. You pulled my chair and held my hand, like years had never changed our plans. Candles after 8, the band began to play, and suddenly beneath those lights, we were 22 again. The years may leave their little signs, silver threads and softened lines, but every time you look at me that way, the ballroom lights return, because growing older wasn't losing spring, it was learning how to dance through every season. Candles after 8, still my favorite place. No grand applause, no wedding vows, just choosing each As midnight drew near, I realized the greatest gift of love is falling in love with the same heart twice. The candles burned to shorter flames, the orchestra packed up again. You kissed my cheek beneath the streetlight glow and asked if I'd go out with you next Friday.
The house was quieter than before. A silence settled through the door. You folded sweaters in the den, then unfolded them again. I knew there wasn't much to say, no clever words to ease the ache. So I made 2 cups of tea and sat beside your shaking knees. Some nights aren't meant for fixing things or finding reasons in between. Sometimes love is simply this, choosing not to leave. Just stay until the morning. Let the darkness lose its hold. You don't have to carry sorrow all by yourself tonight. Just stay until the morning, and if the tears still fall, I'll be right here beside you until the light comes through. The old clock hummed against the wall, rain traced shadows through the hall. You leaned your head against my chest and finally let yourself rest. No ballroom gowns, no summer skies, no fireworks in younger eyes. Yet never had I loved you more than in that fragile quiet. The vows we never spoke aloud were written in these moments now. Love isn't only celebration, it's shelter. Just stay until the morning. Let the darkness lose its hold. You don't have to carry sorrow all by yourself tonight. Just stay until the morning, and if the tears still fall, I'll be right here beside you until the light comes through. Years from now I won't recall every photograph upon the wall, but I'll remember how your hand reached for mine in the dark. Because the truest kind of love doesn't run from broken hearts, it helps them beat again. Just stay until the morning. The dawn is closer than it seems. We'll gather up these scattered pieces and learn to breathe again. Just stay until the morning and let tomorrow come. Because no matter what this life may bring, you'll never face it alone. The first bird sang beyond the trees. Daylight slipped across the sheets, and somewhere between midnight and sunrise, hope returned quietly.
The dishes dried upon the rack. The evening settled at our backs. Two rocking chairs, one woolen throw. The garden breathing soft and slow. You pointed upward through the trees, naming constellations back to me. Half of them were probably wrong, but I still loved listening. There was a time we chased the world, certain happiness lives somewhere else. Funny how it found us here on Oak Street after all. Old stars over Oak Street, still shining patiently. We didn't get everything we dreamed. We got everything we need. Oh, stars over Oak Street, watching over you and me. And if heaven asked what joy looks like, I'd show them this evening. You spoke about the life we'd made, the debts we paid, the risks we braved, the children grown, the laughter stored inside these weathered wooden floors. I rested softly on your shoulder, the night air carrying hints of clover, and somewhere deep inside my chest a quiet thankfulness bloomed. Not every wish came true, it's true, but every storm led back to you. And looking back, I wouldn't trade a single imperfect day. Old stars over Oak Street, this evening. Youth once felt like endless roads, always needing something more. Now I know the richest souls learn to treasure what they've held. And love isn't the absence of longing, it's finally understanding enough. Old stars over Oak Street, please linger just a while. The moon can take its time tonight. We've waited long enough. Old stars over Oak Street, silver in your eyes and mine. Of all the miracles I've known, growing old with you was my favorite. The crickets hummed their lullaby, the porch light painted amber lines, and beneath those old familiar stars, we sat in perfect silence together. Together.
It slipped out from an old shoebox beneath the attic dust and clocks. A folded page in faded blue, addressed in careful script to you. I recognize my younger hand, the hopeful boy I used to be. A little nervous, overly sure, certain love could conquer anything. You read the lines and laughed out loud at all the promises I'd vowed, then wiped a tear I wasn't meant to see and handed it back to me. The letter we never threw away still had our younger hearts between the lines. Dreams misspelled and midnight plans written in borrowed time. The letter we never threw away somehow survived the years and reminded us the people we once were. Never truly disappeared. You found the part where I had sworn I'll hold your hand when we are old. I teased, at least I got that right. You smiled and squeezed it tight. There were train tickets tucked inside, a pressed white flower, ticket stubs, little proof that ordinary days had become our greatest treasures. No photograph can fully keep the way two hopeful hearts once dreamed, but ink remembers what time forgets and waits to be discovered. The letter we never threw away still had our younger hearts between the lines. Dreams written in borrowed time, the letter we never threw away somehow survived the years and reminded us the people we once were never truly disappeared. If I could speak to that young man standing with a trembling hand, I'd tell him not to be afraid. The road won't always follow maps. You'll lose some things and gain much more, and she'll still be there in the end. The letter we never threw away outlived every passing trend. The ink may fade around the edges, but not the love beneath it. The letter we never threw away still whispers soft and true of all the vows I've ever made. My favorite one was you. The attic window caught the rain. You folded up the page again, then tucked it safely back inside the box, right where forever keeps its smallest miracles.
The ballroom shimmered silver blue. I wore my favorite dress for you. The orchestra began to sway, and then she asked if you would dance. You smiled the way polite boys do, said just one song, I'll be right through. I nodded like it meant nothing, then stirred my lemonade too long. I laughed with friends and fixed my hair like I had not a single care. But every turn across that floor made my young heart beat louder. I pretended I didn't care, while counting every step you shared. I looked away, then looked again, and wished that song would finally end. I pretended I didn't care, though everyone could see it there, because the truth I couldn't hide was how much I loved you. You caught my eye from across the room as trumpets softened into June. You mouthed the words, it's only one, and somehow that made it worse. I folded napkins into squares, smiled at jokes I couldn't hear. Then suddenly you stood by me, holding out your hand. You whispered, darling, don't you know you're the only dance I chose, and every fool finally end. I pretended I didn't care, though everyone could see it there, because the truth I couldn't hide was how much I loved you. First love isn't always grace. Sometimes it's a flushed young face, a stubborn smile and restless hands. Learning what devotion means, and maybe jealousy in its sweetest form, is simply love discovering its depth. I pretended I didn't care until you brushed away my fears. You pulled me close beneath the light and held me through the final dance. I pretended I didn't care, but now I'm glad you knew, because the girl who hid her heart was hopelessly in love with you. The ballroom emptied one by one. The orchestra had long been done. You kissed my cheek outside the door, and I never pretended anymore.
We hadn't spoken for an hour. The kitchen held the aftermath. 2 coffee cups gone cold and still. The radio turned way down low. You walked outside without a word, wrapped a blanket round your shoulders. I waited 5 more stubborn minutes, then carried mine out too. The porch swing moved beneath the stars, old enough to know our hearts. Some apologies arrive in silence before they reach the lips. Leave the porch swing moving, don't bring it to a stop. Even when we're hurt and human, don't give up what we've got. Leave the porch swing moving through every changing season, because love isn't never falling, it's choosing to stay seated beside each other. You asked if I remembered when we painted this old house ourselves. Blue on the shutters, white on the fence, and laughter in our hair. I looked at you beneath the moon, the same girl from the county dance. Only now your softer eyes knew how to forgive before I asked. No marriage keeps a spotless floor, No promise avoids every storm, but faithful hearts learn when to bend. Without learning how to leave the porch swing moving. Don't bring it to a stop. Even when we're hurt and human, don't give up what we've got. Leave the porch swing moving through every changing season, because love isn't never falling, it's choosing to stay seated beside each other. Years ago we'd slam the door, certain we were keeping score. Now we know what matters more. Who reaches first with a blanket? Who stays long enough to listen? Who remembers we're on the same side? Leave the porch swing moving long after tempers cool. The stars don't ask for perfection, only the courage to shine through. Leave the porch swing moving and hold my weathered hand, for the truest kind of romance learns how to love imperfectly. The crickets sang beyond the yard, the swing creaked softly in the dark. You leaned your head against my shoulder, and neither one of us said, I'm sorry. We didn't have to. The porch swing already had.
The folding chairs were lined in rows. The county hall was dressed in gold. Children raced between the aisles. Old friends traded borrowed smiles. You stood backstage adjusting your tie, saying, I'm not sure I'll get this right. I kissed your cheek and took your hand, like I had done 1,000 times. You never chased the city lights or dreamed of headlines overnight, but everyone who knew your heart already knew you were a star. Make room for one more song tonight, one more reason my heart still shines. You may never fill arenas wide, but you filled this little life of mine. Make room for one more song tonight. Let the old piano guide, because the man the whole room sees is still the boy who danced with me. The spotlight found your nervous smile. You missed a lyric for a while, then laughed and started back again, and won the crowd with honesty. Mrs. Parker wiped her eyes, Mr. Reed kept singing lines, and I just sat there in my seat, falling in love all over again. Some people measure worth through fame, through silver screens and famous names, but greatness often wears a softer face and comes home every day. Make room for one more song tonight, one more reason my heart still shines. You may never fill arenas wide, but you fill this little life of mine. Make room for one more song tonight. Let the old piano guide, because the man the whole room sees is still the boy who danced with me. When our hair turns winter white and memory softens at the sides, I know exactly what I'll hear. Not applause from strangers passing through, but your voice drifting through the kitchen, singing off key just for me. Make room for one more song tonight, one more chance to get it right. The years may change the way we stand, but never what I understand. Make room for one more song tonight, as the final notes arrive, the sweetest melodies I've known were the ones we built together. The crowd stood up, the curtains closed. You searched until you found my eyes, and with one quiet, grateful smile, you took your final bow.
A baseball glove behind the door, old report cards in the drawer, one forgotten sweater hanging there, still carrying traces of years. You folded boxes on the floor, pausing at each bedroom door. The hallway echoed differently, without young footsteps running free. I saw you wipe away a tear, then laugh and say it's awfully quiet here. Funny how a house can shrink and somehow grow at once. Rooms still hold your laughter, even after you've moved on. The walls remember bedtime songs and all the nights that felt too long. Rooms still hold your laughter, soft as Sunday morning light. And now that it's just me and you, perhaps love begins again tonight. The kitchen clock kept steady time as we packed away the crayon signs, tiny handprints by the stairs, proof that love had lived right there. You found a photograph of us, young and hopeful on a bus. You smiled and said, "Look at our hair," then leaned into my shoulder. We spent so many years giving away pieces of ourselves with joy. And now the silence gently asks, what will you do with each other? Rooms still hold your laughter, even after you've moved on. The walls remember bedtime songs and all the nights that felt too long. Rooms still hold your laughter, soft as Sunday morning light. And now that it's just me and you, perhaps love begins again tonight. One chapter closes quietly without applause or ceremony, but endings sometimes leave the space for forgotten dances to return. We weren't losing what we built, we were being handed back to each other. Rooms still hold your laughter, and always will. But tonight the house feels different, not emptier, just still. Rooms still hold your laughter, while moonlight paints the floor. And after loving everyone else first, I get to fall for you once more. You reached across the moving boxes, pulled me gently by the hand. The record player started turning, and in the middle of the empty living room, we danced.
Tuesday nights at 6:30, the church hall floor needed fixing, but someone pinned a paper sign, beginner ballroom lessons. You laughed and said, "We're far too old." I said, "Then let's prove them wrong." So we tied our comfortable shoes and walked right through those doors. You missed the count, I missed it too. stepped on your toes, you blamed my shoes. The whole room smiled while we pretended we knew exactly what to do. Quarter steps and second chances, spinning slow beneath old lanterns. Love isn't finished when youth is gone. Sometimes it learns a brand new song. Quarter steps and second chances, a little awkward, still enchanting. After all these passing years, you still make me nervous. Mrs. Evans led the line, Mr. Clark kept losing time. The old piano played too fast, but somehow everyone kept laughing. You whispered, "Watch my left foot first." I whispered back, "You're getting worse." Then pulled you close enough to hear your heartbeat match the rhythm. Some dreams don't arrive on cue, they simply wait for older shoes. And joy has never cared about the age written on our hands. Quarter steps and second chances, spinning slow beneath old lanterns. Love isn't finished when youth is gone. Sometimes it learns a brand new song. Quarter steps and second chances, a little awkward, still enchanting. After all these passing years, you still make me nervous. We once thought romance meant moonlit skies, diamond rings and long goodbyes. Now I think its sweetest art is choosing wonder over habit, because growing older isn't standing still, it's finding new ways to dance. Quarter steps and second chances, our silver shadow softly swaying. No perfect posture, no flawless turns, just faithful hearts still earning. Quarter steps and second chances, thank heaven we said yes, for the greatest gift of loving you was never having to stop beginning again. The hall grew quiet, chairs were stacked. You helped me with my cardigan, then offered me your weathered hand. Same time next Tuesday.
You woke before the morning bells, wrapped in your old winter shawl. 2 paper cups of cocoa steamed beside the kitchen sink. You searched the drawer for velvet gloves, the ones your mother used to love, then laughed and said, "If we're doing this, we're doing Christmas right." The town square sparkled in the cold, children danced in scarves and wool. I watched the snowfall catch your hair and forgot how old we were. Velvet gloves and Christmas parade, candy canes and marching bands. You waved at Santa passing by, like you were 7 once again. Velvet gloves and Christmas parade, snowflakes resting on your face. And suddenly I understood, wonder doesn't fade with age. The brass section played too loud, the mayor stumbled through the crowd. A little girl dropped a red balloon, you chased it down the avenue. The church choir sang familiar hymns, neighbors greeted us by name. You squeezed my arm and softly said, "This is my favorite kind of thing." The world can keep its grand displays, its glittering celebrity. Give me simple holiday mornings and your mitten finding mine. Velvet gloves and Christmas parade, candy canes and marching bands. You waved at Santa passing by, like you were 7 once again. Velvet gloves and Christmas parade, snowflakes resting on your face. And suddenly I understood, wonder doesn't fade with age. There were years we rushed through December, chasing gifts and deadlines. But now we've learned to linger, to listen to the bells, to taste the cocoa slowly, to stand beneath the falling snow. Velvet gloves and Christmas parade, one more season hand in hand. The years may soften how we move, but not the joy we understand. Velvet gloves and Christmas parade, the brass band played us home. And if this life has taught me anything, it's that magic loves company. The town clock struck 12 at noon. Children laughed beneath the moon-shaped balloons. You brushed the snow from off my coat and whispered, "Same spot next Christmas." Same spot next Christmas.